What would Elle Woods do? What would she do? What would she do? I love you. I don't know why that just made sense to me. And also Barney, the dinosaur, is coming up in my mind as well. What would Elle Woods do? Well, she would make a decision. She would make a choice. She would stand up for herself. She would decide that she can, no matter what. She would have conviction, right? And she would also be unapologetically herself, wearing pink with her little dog. You know, she's gonna do whatever she's gonna wanna do. And I love female characters that really just embody the principles of owning yourself and being who you are and knowing that you are fully capable of achieving whatever you like, and that there's no one who's going to try to make you feel like that's not true to you. So today's video is going to actually be on how being or wanting to be or do anything or receiving or achieving anything, you have to be willing to be unrelatable to people. You have to be willing to be seen with a crooked lens. You have to be willing to, be judged. And if you want greatness, you have to be willing to understand that there will be conversations around you when you're not in the room. There are, regardless, because everybody talks about everyone in this, everybody's freaking yapper in this world. But that will probably say or allude to the fact that those people cannot relate to you anymore. They don't understand you. They don't understand. They're jealous. They don't get it. They wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be them. So they don't really understand. That's okay. If you're willing to be in a position where you're like, okay, people don't get me. I am maybe misunderstood. I understand myself, but I might be very misunderstood in this world. That's okay. That is the gold. That is where you are going to really pass that barrier that is within your own mind of how can I do that? How can I get that? Can it be me? That's a fence that's made out of pixie dust. I read one of my poems on one of the other videos that was like, I decide that limitations are not applicable to me. That fences out there that are in my mind are pixie dust, meaning they can disappear. I can go, right? And I've decided that is the way that I want to live my life. But not everyone will understand that. Not everyone understands me. Actually, a lot of people don't understand me. They don't get me. I've felt a lot of judgment in my life over just being who I am. Like just being quirky, just being outspoken as heck, just being opinionated and, always advocating for myself. Like, oh, will she shut up? I won't. I really won't. But the purpose of this video being that you have to be willing to be in that position of unrelatability, which ironically, you're usually more relatable to the right people after, because you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be not relatable to many, but those who feel connected to you will feel even more connected to you, because you're stepping into that role of, I am this. And if you get that, you jive with that, great. If you are one of me, we're one of us, we're a crew, we're a community, great. And you won't get there so long as you want to be relatable to all the others. Basically, people-pleasing behavior. When you want everyone else to be happy, or you want everyone else to get you, or, you want to mold yourself into all the different groups and, be relatable and be funny and be a chameleon kind of, like, oh, I know I can fit there. I know I can fit there and there and there. But where do you want to fit? Where do you stand? Who are you? Who do you want to be? And stand in that truth, and the rest will follow. Whatever needs to happen will follow. Whoever needs to be around will be around. Trust me, they'll be around. The others, well, so be it, right? But be willing to be very uncomfortable in the fact that you're going to be misunderstood, and it's okay. Like, I am very misunderstood by many people, and that's fine. That's okay. You know, it doesn't mean it feels great, but I can own that my feelings are valid in the sense that I wish everyone, you know, understood me a lot. And I wish everyone, you know, could just give me their stamp of approval. Like, yeah, I approve of this. Yeah, you should do this. But I can't, because there are 8 billion people out there. And even the people that are the most loved, or the celebrities that we talk about that lots of people love, many people don't like. Many people talk shit about them, you know, and you have to be unapologetically yourself and be willing to be like, you know, what if they hate me? Yeah, well, many people already do, you know. You don't even like many people, you know. Many people I can't stand. And are they supposed to shrink to make me like them more? I mean, it'd be nice. No, I'm kidding. But no, you know, I will gravitate towards the people that I naturally click with and drive with. So genuinely, like, picking your goal, your vision, your want, what it is you like about you, what it is you like about this life, about, you know, almost creating like a Pinterest board-esque version of reality in your mind. Like, not, you don't actually have to go on Pinterest, but just in your mind being like, this is how I would want my life to look. Unapologetically, this is who I am. And if people envy that, or they're jealous, or they don't understand it, or they don't get it, or they're like, oh, well, she just got lucky, or that's just, you know, how, okay, fine, identify with being the person that has it. I would say go double down. Like me, when people act that way towards me, I actually am like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, because I'm going to go harder in my beliefs about myself. I'm going to go harder in my identity about who I know that I am in this world and how I identify. I'm going to own all of me to the best of my ability and have the least amount of shame if possible, because it's the only way kind of out of that space of existing for everyone else when there is no one else out there, right? In your mind space, it's just you. You can decide that these people are just a little insecure. You can decide that these people actually secretly like it, but are kind of shy to say it. You can decide that everyone appreciates you, even if they don't get it. You are the only one that gets to dictate what's going on in your mind, what you listen to, what you think about, what you visualize, the activities you do. You know, you have full ownership over your body, your soul, your mind, and that's the fun part about life. And if you're willing to let yourself know that you are going to be unrelatable to many, then you're actually freer to be relatable to those who you want to be relatable to, and just to yourself. Because I want to relate to myself in a healthy way for the rest of my life. That's what I want to do. I don't know about you, but I'm working on me being good with me. Like, are we good, Tiana? Are you and I, like, are we good? Yeah, we're good. There's a little picture of me as a little girl. And she said, yeah, we're good. Because we're doing it, you know? We're doing the things. Yeah. And then right under, there's the breathe. And I'm like, I do talk really damn fast. I really do. Find me on Only My Own Validation and Tiana Megan, TikTok, Instagram. And I will see you tomorrow with another video. And I hope that you take whatever you need to take from this video, as in apply it to your life. Apply it to your life, own it for yourself, and live. Freaking live. Bye.